welcome back to the channel. Today is Saturday afternoon. It's just before noon. I'm actually heading out to the Bristol Mountain Road Race. Headed out towards Canandaigua, New York. Now again, I've never been out to this race before. It's my first time doing it. My buddy Scott, my teammate Scott, is already out there. He's going to be racing also. We're doing the same field. And we got an email. Now, we signed up for the men's Category 3-4 race, which was supposed to be a 6 lap race of the course, which would have been 61 miles. And we actually got an email a couple of days ago from the race promoter saying that because the registration numbers were a little bit low this year, and why I'm not sure, because the weather is supposed to be really good, like mid-70s and a very slight chance of rain tomorrow, so should be perfect day to bike race. But regardless, apparently the registration numbers were a little bit low this year, and we got an email from the promoter who said basically they were going to be doing a couple of combined field starts, and so they've kind of bumped us into the field, into the same starting time, and we're going to be starting with the Category 1. There's another category which is going to have Category 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we're going to have basically the categories, pretty much categories 1 through 4, all in the same field here, which has actually bumped our race up to 7 laps, which will be 71 miles. So I'm looking forward to it. You know, I've never done a road race before and started out with the pro field. You know, we'll see what happens. I'm sure I'll get dropped at some point from the lead of the race, at least in that group. I mean, the scoring for the individual fields will still be separated. I mean, the guys that registered in the Cat 3-4 race will still be scored with the Cat 3-4 guys. It's just that we're all going to be starting in the same field because the registration numbers are a little bit low. Neutral support is going to be here for this race, so that's good. Don't have to worry about putting wheels into the car or anything. So again, as long as you can stay in the lead pack, you're going to have wheels. But that would be the same way even if you put wheels in. You pretty much have to remain in contention, you know, for the race to pretty much have the wheels. So neutral support will be here. It should be a really fun race. I looked at a YouTube video a couple days ago. I was at home and just relaxing. There's a couple of YouTube videos from the Bristol Mountain Road Race on there, and one guy had pretty much had his GoPro going for like 4 laps of the course. So I watched a few laps of the course. Looks like this big hill that we hit during the race is like right at the beginning of the lap, like pretty much right as the race is beginning, like a mile, like less than a half a mile in, we're hitting this big hill. So I'm looking forward to the race. Should be really good weather. Hopefully the rain will hold off. It's supposed to. And yeah, guys, it should be a really good time. I got the GoPro on the TCR, so I'm going to have some race footage here, be showing you guys. And right now I'm just heading out. Like I said, according to my GPS, I got about a 4.5 hour drive out here to the Canandaigua area. I don't even have a reservation yet. I'm basically just going to drive to within about 40 minutes of the race start and just pick a hotel and stay there for the night. And, you know, pick a town where I've got, you know, some stores around in the morning so I can, you know, get breakfast and stuff like that. But we have a 1 p.m. start time tomorrow. Typically, in these amateur races, especially in the categories I'm in, you know, typically we would start earlier in the morning. We usually start like between 9 and 10 in the morning. Tomorrow we have a 1 p.m. start. I like that, actually. I typically ride and train in the afternoon, so, you know, I actually kind of am feeling my best and typically ride at my best in the afternoon. So I'm looking forward to this 1 p.m. start. I like to ride in the hot weather. I hope it gets to 85, to be honest with you. So, but all right, guys, I'm going to head out to Canandaigua here, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on.
we do here is go back.
Alright guys, I'm finally heading back home here after today's race. Tell you what a extremely challenging race. This was without question the hardest race I've ever been in. This was my first time ever getting mixed into a field with the category 1-2 pro riders, and I tell you what, this was a hard race, but it was a good race. Now, I ended up taking second place in the men's 3-4 field. I got second place in our race. I got out and sprinted at the line by the winner, so I got second by about 4 seconds, and we got dropped from the... What happened during the race was basically, like I said, we had the pro, we had pretty much categories 1, 2, 3 through 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 all starting together, and, over the course of the, of the first, 4 or 5 laps, the field got whittled down to like a group of like maybe 20 of us. And of course I kept looking for other 100 numbered series riders to kind of see who was left in the front bunch out of my race. And I there was like 3 other guys that I kept seeing. So I knew that there was like 5 there was like roughly 5 guys in our field that was kind of hanging in there with the pro 1-2s. And on the last lap, basically on the last lap, on lap number 7, myself and the 2 other guys that finished on the podium with me, the top 3 of our field, we got dropped out of the Pro 1-2 field on the last lap, about 60 miles in, and we weren't able to catch back onto those guys. So we ended up just pace lining around the last 10 miles. We just pace lined around by ourselves, to make sure that we held, people off behind us, that we had distance. And so we came in 1, 2, 3. I think we were only like 3 minutes back off the finish of the pro race. So I'll tell you what, this was a very encouraging race. Like I said, my first time ever doing any kind of a 1-2 race. It's amazing to me how strong some of those guys are, and to be able to last basically 60 miles with those guys on that kind of a course, it's very encouraging for me. So I know that it's very encouraging and very motivating for me moving forward, to continue training and to continue to work hard, because I do someday want to move up to ride and to race in those fields. And like I said, to be able to hang in there that long with those guys on a course like this was very encouraging for me moving forward. I'm ecstatic with how the race went. It was a really good race, very hard race, and like I said, just very amazing to me how strong some of those guys are. I mean, I was pushing over 400 watts at times up those big hills, and I'm only 123 pounds, so I wouldn't even want to imagine what kind of numbers some of those guys were throwing out up there at the front. But anyways, guys, it was a really good race. I hope you guys enjoyed that footage I got for you with the GoPro. Again, as I say in every video, I really appreciate all the support of the channel. You guys are awesome, and I look forward to seeing you guys right back here in my next video.